Hi again. This is Chef Reis again. It's a beautiful day today. It's going to be in the 70s. It's going to be one of the warmest days we had in a long, long, long time. And what I'm doing today is I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm using a cut of beef from the top sirloin. It's called picanha. Picanha is a Brazilian piece of meat that's used in a lot of these Brazilian steakhouses, and they usually skewer it and then bring it out and cut it and serve it to you. And these are these places that you pretty much all you can eat meat. They keep bringing out meat, and you keep saying no, or you keep saying yes. And this meat is not a very used meat, used a lot, but you can get this meat at David Mills, Smoke and Pickles in Mechanicsburg. They pretty much carry everything. They pretty much pre-cut all your steaks according to what you need, your size, 14 ounce, 20 ounce. But right now during the COVID-19, the coronavirus, they pretty much pre-package them for you and set them up and already, so you can go in and pick them up. Or he also has a man he makes sandwiches there. He pretty much makes everything there. He uses all his meats from local farmers, and pretty much butchers anything he wants to. He utilizes every single piece of the meat. That's a good chef. A good chef is somebody who can cross-utilize every single piece of that animal, and he does that pretty much, from ground beef to T-bone steaks, ribeye steaks, flare iron steaks, tri-tips, pretty much everything he does. So he does everything there, and he's downtown in Mechanicsburg. So I'm going to try one of his picanhas beef today, and we'll go from there. Okay, so like I said, it's a beautiful day out there today. So and these are some of the meats and steaks, different cut steaks that Smoke and Pickles will do for you. Right now he does pre-cut them and pre-wraps each one. Everyone's cryovac, so they have a long shelf life. He does anything from all your typical filet mignons to your sirloin steaks, your ground beef. But he does a few other unusual things, like some skirt steak, a tri-tip steak, a flare iron steak. A lot of bone-in stuff that he does. Since he does use the whole animal, he pretty much cuts. Cuts everything. He has his own pork chops, makes his own pork chops. He also smokes a lot of the stuff for his sandwiches. Smokes a lot of his pork. So in his sandwiches, he does a lot of smoking. He makes his own coleslaw. So that's one of the areas that you need to go to, and it's right in Mechanicsburg, in downtown Mechanicsburg. And he does a pretty good job. So he does the sauces that he makes hickory habanero, sweet heat, and he also, like I said, he makes his own barbecue sauce. So come by and see it. Okay, this is what it looks like. This is what the picanha meat looks like. It looks like a tri-tip. Tri-tip is, it's about the same thing, close to the same thing, but it's a little bit there. So the only thing that's left right now is a little fat cap on. Not very thick, it's very thin, as you can see. And the only thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just take this and I'm going to score it, and I'm just going to season it with salt and pepper, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for about 6-7 hours. And we'll do that outside without, my dog loves the sun, so he's outside watching me. Here I am again. I'm back. What I decided to do, so I got the picanha meat in the refrigerator now. I scored it and I seasoned with salt and pepper. It's sitting in the refrigerator for about 6 hours right now. And I figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a roasted corn salsa. I'm going to grill some sliced potatoes. I'm going to grill some zucchini, and I'm going to serve it with Smoke and Pickles barbecue sauce and Smoke and Pickles coleslaw, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So pretty much what I did, I'm going to roast the jalapeno pepper, and since I don't have any fresh corn, normally I would take the whole corn and roast the whole corn on the grill, but I don't have any fresh corn, so I'll improvise, and I use some frozen corn. I thawed it out. I get all the water out of it, and I put it in foil paper, and I stuck it in the grill. So I'm going to show you that in a second. So that's pretty much what I did. I got the corn. I got to put the corn in some foil paper. I'll put all the olive oil in there. I'm just going to dip it until it gets a little color, not much. You're not going to get a lot of color out of that. And I'm going to take the jalapeno pepper. I'm just going to roast it, and then I'm going to dice it up and mix it with a few other ingredients. As you can see, the corn is getting a little bit of caramelized, and jalapeno pepper is pretty much all brown. So I'm just gonna, if the skin comes out, I'm gonna take the skin out. Otherwise, I'm just gonna dice them up and throw the whole skin in there. Okay, so what I'm making for the picanha steak, I'm doing a roasted corn salsa. So like I said, I threw some frozen kernels, corn kernels. I put them in foil paper, olive oil. I stack them in the broiler and the grill actually. And then with that, I'm gonna add some diced tomatoes, some cilantro, some diced onions, of course lime juice, and I'm also gonna throw the roasted jalapeno pepper that I had in there. I'm gonna throw a little bit of salt, pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. And that's the final product for the roasted corn salsa. Then I'm gonna serve with a picanha steak. And I figured all these steaks are at least 21 days dry aged. So it's gonna be very, very, very good combination. There's a lot of bite to it too. This is what the meat looks like right now. I have to spend in the refrigerator for about 6 hours. It's pretty much salt and peppers on the top. I scored it. It's pretty much going to crisscross all the way across, and it's pretty much ready to go in the broiler. Right now, I got the broiler up, all the way up, and we're gonna put the meat in it, scan up. So I'm gonna put the flesh meat down first. Put the flesh down first. I'm gonna let it cook for probably about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna flip it over. And what I'm serving with it, I just sliced some potatoes and some zucchini. I'm just gonna grill them. Pretty much grill them. Simple process to do. If you want asparagus, you can use asparagus, but I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna close the door again. What I did, I'm going to turn the flame in the front off, and I'm going to leave just the front on. So this meat's been cooking for about 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I said I had the two front burners off, and I only had the back burner on, so it didn't flame up much. So I'm going to take it out. I'm going to cut them into steaks. I'm going to turn the broth all the way back up again, and I'm just going to sear the pieces of meat. The strips of meat. Okay, if I slice it into 4 strips, that's what it looks like. Nice and bright, actually nice and dark red inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put sprinkle a little more salt and pepper on it, and I'm gonna put them back in the grill. Won't take that long. So I'll put the meat back on the grill, and while I'm grilling all my zucchini and my potatoes, I'm gonna flip the meat over in a couple of minutes. I just flipped them over. They look really nice color right now. I like mine about medium rare, so I'm not gonna let it cook that much longer. It's just about ready. Now the only thing I'm doing, I'm waiting for it to rest. Very important, when you slice meat, any kind of meat, you cannot just slice it when it comes off the grill or the oven or whatever. Whenever you're cooking it, let it rest. Let all the juices blend in so you don't lose all the juices when you cut it. Let all the juices rest nicely. And here's the final product. As you see, the meat is about medium rare. Some of them are medium for some people who might want to not, a little cooked a little bit more. Then like I said, there with nice grilled potatoes, grilled zucchini, and I got this coleslaw there, and ours barbecue sauce from this sauce from Smoking Pickles, and I made my own roasted corn salsa. And this is enough here for about 4 people. So this is a nice presentation. You can serve it on a nice wooden board. You can just plate it up. It looks so much nicer like this. So this is a 21-day dry age picanha steak, which is the top of the top sirloin, and it's delicious. It didn't take that long to cook, but there's a lot of steps. I grilled the whole piece first. I let it cool off. I cut it in steaks, and I grilled the steaks. If you have some skewers, you can always skewer it and stick it in skewers and do the same thing. Do like a beef kebab. But this way, slice it. Just make sure the meat rests before you slice it. So enjoy it. And don't forget, Smoking Pickles in Mechanicsburg. I'll give you the address and the email and the webpage in a second. So enjoy it and come back and see us again soon. Bye.